Dear viewers and listeners, welcome to another episode of the BioRural Podcast. Today, we're delighted to host my colleague Despina Kampouridou from our partner organization reframe.food. Despina, welcome and thank you very much for joining our podcast today.
Thank you, Nefeli. Nice to be here.
reframe.food is in charge of communicating BioRural and its aspects to the audience through various means. To start our discussion, could you tell us a little bit more about your role within BioRural and specifically, how does reframe.food contribute to the project's objectives?
Yes, first of all, I would like to share a few words about what is BioRural and what are the target groups of the project. So BioRural is an EU-funded project under Horizon Europe program, and its aim objective is to accelerate integration of bio-based solutions in rural areas in the EU. And RFF has a very responsible role within this consortium, and this is to deploy the most appropriate dissemination and communication actions in order to effectively promote our key results and messages. And we do that by a means of different ways. We have created a strong digital presence, including social media, dedicated website, and of course newsletter subscriptions. Besides that, and except for this digital presence, we have physical events that we both co-organize and participate in order to engage as many people as possible and spread our messages.
Thank you very much for your answer. And as you mentioned, you try to reach as many stakeholders as possible. So, could you give us an overview of the primary audience and key stakeholders that BioRural aims to engage with?
Yes, as you said, we are indeed trying to engage a great number of stakeholders from different backgrounds. Our primary target groups include farmers, fishermen, foresters, and of course policymakers and governments, which formulate the bioeconomy framework. Except from them, we also target to research institutes, training centers, and universities as a means to support the next generation of young bioeconomy innovators and practitioners. In total, we also target to the general public and the local communities, as well as NGOs and other innovators that are aiming to develop the technological solutions in order to address circular bioeconomy issues.
So, I'm keeping that BioRural targets a wide variety of stakeholders, including everyone, to be honest. So, have you found that people are eager to participate in the project, are eager to learn about the project and engage with its activities?
Yes, as you are saying, we have noticed a great interest by people to get to know and get actively involved in our activities, which is a very interesting thing to see. And some examples of their interaction, of our interaction with them, can be the regional workshops, the national workshops first to mention. We have actually implemented 16 national workshops all over Europe with the participation of experts from various fields that came and shared their expertise with us. And additional to that, we have implemented 4 national regional workshops that we had the pleasure to have over 40 participants. These participants were actually innovators in the bioeconomy that came to the workshops, shared their ideas, received important training and mentoring for their ideas in order to move them forward, and receive extra support from the project.
This is very exciting. And also, what about your online presence?
Our online presence is also a very important element in creating an impact and reaching to our audiences. We have managed to achieve a number of 50,000 stakeholders through our social media, website, and newsletter. And these numbers show how much interested are the people in bioeconomy topics, but at the same time show how important it is for us to try to reach them with various and different ways.
And congratulations on achieving such great numbers. And moving on to another question, one of your responsibilities includes promoting the BioRural success stories, which are real-life examples of bio-based solutions that turned from ideas to businesses. Where are these success stories coming from? And could you share some inspirational examples that particularly interested you?
Yes, success stories are also a key element in our project because they show how the bio-based solutions and all these concepts work in real life and real conditions. And from the beginning of the project, back in September 2022, we had identified eight inspiring success stories, which were highlighted and communicated through our channels. But since then and until now, we have identified at least 10 additional ones. They are all available, as I said earlier, in the BioRural toolkit, so everybody can receive more information about them. And one interesting example about these success stories would be the 𝐄𝐩𝐢𝐬𝐤𝐸𝐸. 𝐄𝐸𝐢𝐬𝐸𝐸 is a social cooperative located in North Greece in the city of 𝐄𝐩𝐢𝐬𝐸𝐸. And what they're trying to do is making drinking straws from the wheat stem as an alternative way for the use of plastic. And of course, through this initiative, they are also managed to create job opportunities for the local community, which is a really important thing to say.
You also play a key role in connecting BioRural with other projects and initiatives, and also to foster a collaborative ecosystem, which is very important. How is this collaboration being implemented? Do you have any specific events, knowledge exchange, or shared initiatives that encourage this interaction?
Yes, it's exactly as you said. We pay great importance to collaborations, either with other EU-funded projects or experts in the bioeconomy field. So we're trying to do this through various activities like participating in conferences. And here I would like to mention that the BioRural partners have participated in more than 40 conferences in the past 2.5 years. And of course, it's important to mention the existence of the European Rural Bioeconomy Network, the ERBN, as you will see in our website, which is a network of more than 500 participants that they can exchange knowledge through their involvement in the platform, and the Rural Bioeconomy Alliance, which is an alliance of at least 11 EU-funded projects that work together in order to maximize the impact of our efforts.
Thank you very much. And I understand that BioRural not only connects other projects and other bioeconomy innovators and in general people acting in the sector, but also has these platforms that are means for communication for all of them, which is great to see. And one last question before we close our discussion. Could you give us an idea of the next steps of reframe.food in the framework of BioRural? What can stakeholders and the public expect as the project progresses?
Yes, actually we are entering now the final phase of implementation of BioRural. We're really sad for this, but all the good things have to end at some time.
True.
But we have planned important things for the next months to come. One of the most important events that we're planning is the EU Bioeconomy Challenge that will take place in Brussels in May 12th. Participants in this EU Bioeconomy Challenge, which is actually a contest, will be the 12 selected bio-based solutions that came up from our regional workshops. So they will again showcase their solutions, but in front of a jury committee this time. And they will compete in order to gain prizes and opportunities to further support their solutions. But besides of that, of course, we will keep on spreading the messages of BioRural in order to ensure that all the knowledge that we have gained throughout all this time will keep on reaching our target audiences even after the project ends.
Thank you very much. So BioRural will stay active and alive beyond the project's duration.
Yes, this is our goal, yes.
Thank you very much for sharing all your insights and for joining our podcast today.
Thank you, Nefeli. It was a pleasure.
And as for you, dear viewers and listeners, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being here with us today. And don't forget to stay tuned for all our next episodes.